What's going on, guys? It's Mike from Darminian.com. Just checking into the weekly video cast, as it were. I just got back in from my vacation. I've come back with renewed vigor in the hopes of producing more and more content for you guys. So if you haven't yet, definitely check out my website, www.darminian.com. If you have, cool. So like I said, guys, I got back from my vacation. It was, well, it was more of a staycation, but it's a long story. The important thing is it gave me a good opportunity to play through a bunch of old school and random games I've come across, as well as, you know, some of the bigger titles. And unfortunately, like the rest of you, I got to experience the ending of Mass Effect 3, which was in no way, shape, or form related to the canon of the story, and by no means made really anyone happy. Like, you take all the work that's gone into all three games, you take all, like, the concepts they presented and the way they've executed story, and, like, to coin another YouTube user's words, the talky-techy style sort of sci-fi approach, and then to have it completely just sort of obliterated by this, like, abysmal ending. It's definitely, it's a new low for EA, but I mean, they've got the chance to redeem themselves, so we'll definitely, we'll see what comes of it, you know? What I'm actually really excited for you guys to check out if you get a chance is the new article that I'm going to be putting out, which is my own kind of take on the road ahead between the fans and EA and what's going to come of it. I mean, we're really, like I said, we're reaching a sort of interesting point, but we haven't really ever been in a situation where there's been such a huge outcry and sort of rallying support call for people to band together and be like, no, we aren't happy with the ending, we want you to change it. And really, the footing that EA has now and the opportunity they have right now is really sort of unique. The path they decide to take is going to kind of set the tone for things to come, you know? I mean, if your stance is that they're an evil corporation hell-bent on, you know, siphoning off content from games and selling it back to us by way of DLC, you know, Mass Effect 3's Prothean character, or even, like, the big debacle around Tekken versus Street Fighter right now with the characters and Capcom, like, whatever, like, your stance is on the entire issue, it's undeniable that whatever approach they take is really going to affect the industry for games to come. One kind of final note to the whole Mass Effect 3 heading in this video, I will say, is, like, it's really, really important to remember that despite, like, the terrible ending, which, don't get me wrong, sinks it all together, like, Mass Effect 3 is still one of the best games, like, probably ever, and it was a really, really strong standing and awesome third installment of the series. Like, the last 10 minutes, like, if you just pretend those don't exist, which most of us are doing anyways, the game as a whole is just missing an ending, and it's still really, really great. So, you know, just relax a little bit. Like, we'll see, like I said, I'm not saying put down the torches and pitchforks. I'm just saying let's not go running anywhere yet until we see what EA does, because there might be a solution that makes us all happy. Moving forward, the other really, really big attention-getting thing is that we are exactly 42 days, 23 hours, 15 minutes, and 14 seconds away from Diablo 3, and that might not be exact to you right now, but it's exact to me right now, and god damn it, I want this game. The reason I bring up these two things is because those are the two most recent articles I produced on the site, which, again, if you haven't checked out yet, you should. But, again, like, I cannot begin to contain my excitement for Diablo 3. However, it's dawned on me that over, like, the past vacation that I've been having, I've really been playing through Diablo 2 again, and I can admit to it, Diablo 2 is one of the best games of all time. That being said, we're really going to see a collision of old school and new school in Diablo 3, and it's raising a lot of questions in my mind. Now, do I have complete utter faith that Blizzard's going to deliver? Absolutely. I mean, you can pretty much call me a Blizzard fanboy, but it still doesn't change the fact that we're seeing a sort of a collision of the old school style of Diablo and Diablo 2 mixed with a sort of new school style of WoW in this third installment. And while they're still keeping all the things we know and love, there's still a different vibe present in Diablo 3, and it's really kind of, it's interesting. Like, I don't think any Diablo fan, be they, you know, disturbed by the lightness of the visuals or the new style of, like, rune systems, or even, like, the revamp of classes and the changes they've seen. Like, I don't think anyone's going to be intimidated or afraid to try Diablo 3, but it's definitely going to be a different experience. So, in terms of the vacation, outside of all the staples like StarCraft 2, TF2, you name it, I game it, but I also picked up Dark Void, which is kind of a random but enjoyable experience. It was, like, that Capcom game that came out a couple years back, like, jetpack, space, flight sim. It was random. I wouldn't have bothered with it, but I got it for $4.99 because, like I said, Zeller's going out of business, so it's super awesome discounts. It plays really poorly, but it's got, like, a guilty pleasure vibe. Like, the flight and the controls are terrible, but you feel like a badass when you're flying around with the jetpack in a machine and just blowing robots up. It's actually really just, like I said, it's a guilty pleasure. If you got, like, $5 kicking around, if you see it on Steam or whatever else, you can get it for cheap. Worth kind of grabbing it someone bored to. And again, or if you've got a Zeller's going out of business near you, definitely go and see what kind of games you can get out for free, or, well, not free, but cheap, man, because I just picked up Mercenaries 2 for like $5 as well, so I'm going to be gaming that and checking that out. That's about it, guys. That's about all I have for this week of this month. There's plenty of stuff going on, plenty of stuff on the website. You know, Journey just came out, so if you guys haven't checked that out, it's definitely impressive. I'm not going to even get into it because I've already been running for a while, but hit me up. It's Mike from Darminian.com, Digital Mercenary. Catch you later, guys.